Going to be looking at something a little bit different today. So normally I look at hardware, but today I'm going to be looking at some software on my channel. So this is the Atari 50th anniversary celebration. Not much point in unboxing it because it's just got a Switch game card in there. So we will crack on and take a look. So after a quick download, there was a bit of an update for it when I first put it into the console. Now good to go. Nice. I like the Atari 50 branding. I'm starting to see that all over the place. I like this. Oh, look at all that cover art. Fantastic. I've actually got a book of cover art. I'll put a link in the description below. Some of it's gorgeous. You get a choice of how to play it. So it says, "Welcome to Atari 50. Begin your interactive journey through Atari history below. I'll jump straight to the game library at any time by pressing Y. Birth of the console." Alright, okay, so we can start right there with Arcade Origins. The birth of the console. Highs and lows. Yeah, we've all heard about what happened to Atari in the 80s. Oops. Dawn of the PCs. The 90s and beyond. Love this stuff. I'll just see what the game library brings up. So, reimagined. So these are like reworks of existing games. Quite like that. How it tells you how many players, that kind of thing. Sword Quest, Airworld, Atari reimagined. Touch Me, Atari Touch Me. Wow. So you can play on that. Yard's Revenge Enhanced. Right, there we go. So up at the top you can see, so that's the last of the reimagined. Then we get onto the arcade. Looks like they're all sorted by date, maybe? No, alphabetical order. I beg your pardon. Oh, nice. Food Fight. I like how you can see the artwork from the cabinets as well. Oh, I really like this. This is amazing. Pong. The original. Quantum Space Duel. Sprint 8. Wow. Only 4 players. It's a shame, but that's a hardware limitation more than anything of the Nintendo Switch, which is much more modern tech. Nice. Okay, then we get to the Atari 2600, and again alphabetical order. So these confidential ones, I believe they are more games that you can unlock as you progress through. That's pretty cool, is that? Nice. There's just all sorts on here. I can't believe it's only like 30 quid as well. It's pretty cool. So I had a 2600 when I was a kid. Well, my parents did, and I used to love it. Solaris, used to play that. Proper weird. It had these like dancing things that you'd shoot at. It was, yeah, I never really understood it. It was quite trippy, but I did enjoy playing it. This is fantastic. So much to go at. Alright, so we've got the Atari 2600 Yard's Revenge as well, rather than just the reimagined. Then we've got the 5200. Nice. Oh, look at that artwork on Missile Command. Brilliant. Some pure quality here. Oh, I've jumped ahead a little bit there. So then we go to the Atari Lynx. Malibu Bikini Volleyball. Can't say I remember that one, but never mind. So then after the Lynx, we get to the Atari 800. Bounty Bob Strikes Back. Caverns of Mars. Food Fight. Then we're on to the Jaguar, so there's some Jaguar games. I remember when the Jaguar came out, it was like amazing because it was like 64-bit, woohoo, but it just failed really. It was a powerful console, to my knowledge, but it was just no one really bought it. I remember them just in game, an electronics boutique, I think it was called before. Or, well, there was game and electronics boutique. Excuse me if I'm completely wrong there, but I remember looking at the Jaguar game, seeing it looked amazing, but no one I knew had one, and I didn't want one because there was very few titles released for it. So we'll jump in to one of the arcade games. I think we should have a go on Pong. Pong is a game that launched in industry. Atari's founders asked engineer Al Alcorn, legend, to create the game as a learning exercise, making its commercial success a very happy and lucrative accident. The Strong National Museum of Play inducted Pong into its World Video Game Hall of Fame in 2015. Right, so how do I actually start it? Oh, here we go. Oh, wow. So you can view flyer. So let's have a quick look at that. Ha! Nice. So you're not just getting the games, you're getting like loads of just stuff to look at. I like that. So have a look at the controls. Ha! There's a surprise. Up, down. Start is start. Game options is minus, which is where I've come here. So you can change the screen mode. Alright, okay, so you can go widescreen, or you can go full, or you can go original. Change the filter, TV or off. Looks like it gives it a bit of bloom. Border on, border off. We'll leave border on, leave the filter on, and we'll give it a go. Okay. Oh. Slight delay with my capture card at the moment when I'm using my Switch for some reason. And it is a two-player game and I'm on my own. So look at this. Smashing it here. You get the idea. Let's take a look at something else. So I can change the sort order. So if I can go sort by title. You can find recently played. Sort by year. Then back to platform. So I think if we go sort by year. And of course, Pong being the OG, they're from 1972. It's older than me. That's amazing. 50 years we've had video games. Well, I've had them a bit longer, but you know what I mean. So breakout there. So I wonder if I go into that. What does it say? A dead end hides a secret room in Graves Academy. To find its treasure, pass a test. It's elementary. Not going to spoil that. I think I've worked out the answer. Let's have a look at another one. A game designed by Riddle hides if only you explore. 5 pathways fully walked reveal a way to crash and score. Nice. So let's skip on to around about the sort of time I entered this universe. So we'll try Super Breakout. Again, slight delay with my capture card. So this is going to be fun. So just go in, see what we get with this. So we get the instruction manual. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. This is great. It's like quite high resolution scans. Just the imagination that it captured at the time. So you're the pilot of a super-powered space shuttle and you're blazing a path through distant superclusters at incredible space-age speed. The difference between what things are like back then and what they're like now is just unbelievable. That's just fantastic. Look at the detail. You don't even get instruction manuals now. Oh, then your best game scores at the back. Superb. Here we go. How do I serve? B. Oh. I did actually have this on my 2600 as a kid. And I remember it getting really, really fast. Quite quickly, actually. Anyway, let's take a look at something else, a bit more modern. So we'll see what changed once we got to the 90s with Fatal Run. So it was one of the last two 2600 games to be released, some 13 years after the system's debut. Flippin' heck, that's incredible. Let's see what the standard of instruction manuals was like at this point. Pretty similar. So imagination kicks in almost immediately. I just love the way it even tells you how the scoring works. Like, genuinely, anything with scores now, you just have to sort of pick it up. Oh, so I need to accelerate. I did not realise there were early efforts at almost like an outrun type game. Whoa. It's still very basic gameplay, but the hardware was so limited. That's sort of why. Oh, 200 miles per hour. I quite like this. Not much to it. But then, again, there wasn't really. Oh, there we go. Let's try something else. We'll give Tempest 2000 a go. 30,000 copies it sold, and that was a successful title. Wow. Still got instruction manuals when this came out. Ha! There it is. This is what we miss these days. A nice, crazy description to get your brain into gear. It's like a Amiga demo, that. Yeah, you see the promise of the Jaguar at the time was pretty slick, and then we just sort of ended up with stuff like this. I mean, it's not a bad game actually. Oh, if a little tricky. Let's try something else. So what I'm actually going to do is just come out of the games library, and we'll just go into one of these and we'll look at Arcade Origins. Ah, nice. So it's like you're in a timeline here, and you just get loads of interesting, nostalgic items to look at, including videos. So I don't want to spoil the game for you, because if you're going to buy it, then you don't want to just watch a lot of it on this video. I think it's probably well worth you investing in it on whichever platform you use. Okay, so right, so we get videos about what's going on, and then oh wow, so you get to see Al Alcorn's business card. Oh, this is just class. But yeah, no spoilers. I'm going to come out of that. Ah, so it tracks your percentage of what you've explored. So that's pretty cool. So there's plenty to go out here. If we're going to the 1990s and beyond, similar sort of thing. Atari comes roaring back. So we go down from that. We get a nice quote. I used to love the links. Blew my mind first time I played on one of them. Schematics. Anyway, no more. So we'll take a look at one of the reimagined games. So we'll go Neo Breakout. So Digital Eclipse, who their logo did flash up at the beginning. Part of the 50th anniversary celebration, this fresh take on breaking bricks includes different game modes, including a competitive tug-of-war between two players, or one player versus a CPU, dubbed Battle Breakout. Sounds interesting. I'm expecting the graphics to be a little bit more advanced on this. I've still got the nice simple fonts, but we've got some options. Instruction manual. Oh yes. Oh, that's nice, is that they've done that. I think we need to bring them back. Although I'm not sure, other than like this, with a digital download, it don't really work. People just won't read it, I don't think. And then we have basically Breakout. And I'm still terrible at it because of the delay. We'll try Yar's Revenge. Modern visuals and a driving soundtrack enhances Digital Eclipse tribute to Howard Scott Warshaw's classic Atari VCS shooter. The original gameplay remains largely untouched, but the presentation befits a 50th anniversary celebration. Let's take a look. So, instruction manual. Oh, look at that. Looks like it's the original one. It really does sort of thump this. Oh, not doing well. But it does stick to the original sort of gameplay. Just with better visuals, it's pretty good. There it is, the Atari 50th anniversary celebration. So I've only skimmed the surface there, quite simply because I just wanted to give you a flavour of what you get and just kind of give you an idea of what to expect. From what I have played so far, I'm really impressed. The nostalgia is off the charts. If you're into Atari back in the day, or you just simply quite like playing retro games, then you can't go wrong with this collection. There's a lot to go at. So the version of it I was having a quick go with was the Switch version, but it is available on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, etc. Available via digital download, but if you're like me and you still like your physical copies occasionally, then well worth purchasing from one of the links below. Anyway, not much of a review, but more of a very brief playthrough. But very, very excellent compilation. It's quite rare that we get something that's so generous with so many games on it. Normally you get sort of a compilation of about 8 or 10 games, sometimes up to 30. But this time you're getting 100 and no massive price increase. Anyway, that's it for this video. Appreciate, normally I'm looking at hardware, but software this time. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, then please do so below. I'll see you next time. Thank you.